guess first off, just anything beyond the X's and O's that you learned from your first Keggers experience.
Um, no, I mean, obviously you expect a great environment, a lot of passion, in the crowd and intensity from both teams and both sides, and certainly we saw those things. So no surprises there, and excited for the next opportunity.
It's kind of the message, the goal, the main focus going into this one.
Well, I think for us right now, it's just about getting back to the things that make us successful. We've shown that we can play with the top teams in the conference and have success, and then at the same token, we've had some opportunities that have slipped away when we haven't executed quite as well. So just getting it back, to the details and trying to make sure that we stay within our identity and continue to do the things that have made us successful this season.
You mentioned after one of the last games that you're kind of getting away from what gave you guys those leads early on. That you, what I guess, can you expand on that? What specifically is like give you those leads, and then what are you guys moving away from?
Yeah, I mean, I think just working for high quality shots, taking good care of the basketball. It sounds simple, and it sounds like basketball 101, and it is. But when you're going through the grind of a long season and playing on the road and battling good teams and fighting off momentum, there's other factors that come into play that you got to grow from and learn from and be able to execute in those moments and do the things that helped you build the leads. And those are some of the main lessons that we've learned recently. And hopefully that, the next opportunity we can come out and play, a little bit closer to script.
I know you're familiar with Worthington Arena, but now, representing the Cats walking into it, how are you preparing your team for that night road atmosphere?
It's exciting. That's what you dream about as a kid, coming into packed arenas and playing for something with a lot on the line. And so we're excited for that. It should be a great environment. And our guys know that, those are the type of opportunities you dream of and work for.
Composure is going to be amplified in that arena on Saturday. So how do you kind of get the guys to understand, composure is going to be one of the biggest things to win this basketball game?
Yeah, I mean, I think it starts in practice. We're working on situations and understanding how to maintain organization when maybe you can't hear my voice, or there's a play after the play and you've got to just operate off of concepts. And so those are things that we're continuing to grow in as a newer group, and hopefully we can apply some of the lessons that we've learned in recent weeks in a game like that, where obviously you will have pressure and intensity and all those things that come along with it.
Defensively, Moody kind of stole a little bit of momentum in the first game, hit a couple shots in a row. So what is the overall defensive strategy? Is it more so locking in on him so he doesn't get going early, or what is the strategy?
Well, it's a team effort. I thought when Moody got loose in our first game, it was a combination of transition situations and a couple scramble situations, and there's ways you can do a little bit better, in those areas. But they're not a one-man team by any means. They've got very experienced guard play. They've played very efficient basketball offensively throughout the year and are well balanced in terms of being able to score inside and out. So, they had a couple of role players really step up and have big games too. And so it's really about the collective defensive effort and understanding, what each guy brings to the table and trying to cut their water off.
A question that's not specific to Keggers, but can you speak to what kind of progress you've seen from Brandon over the course of the season? Given that early on he's playing 16, 18 minutes, and now he's pretty safely in the 20s. Is that situational, or is that just growth on his end?
Yeah, no, definitely growth. He's continued to, get better, on both sides of the ball and understanding our concepts and, obviously getting into the type of shape that we need to have to play winning basketball. And he's worked really hard at that to expand those opportunities. And obviously foul play can come into play at times too. So there's a variance of factors, but when you have someone that's as efficient as he is on offense, you'd like to be able to keep him in the game. And I think he's done a better and better job as years gone on of being able to expand those opportunities.
What he's capable of on offense, he seems to be standing out as like the post presence on a team that is otherwise has a lot of outside shooting or kind of paint penetration, but he's kind of already always down there. How do you hope to use him, and how maybe important is it to get him going early?
Yeah, I mean, I think he got going early last time against them, and he's a guy that although he normally finishes around the basket, he can get there in a variety of ways, whether it's back to the basket or facing up in the middle third or even on the mid post. So it's just for him, it's about understanding when to attack and when help comes and making good decisions in those situations.
You talked about his journey to Bozeman, back out of the Dallas area from Arlington and whatnot. Just his journey to Montana State.
Yeah, I mean, Brandon, was in the portal a little bit later last year, which kind of fit the timeline of our hiring. And, obviously we were looking for a lot of puzzle pieces at that time. And so, just coming off a freshman year where he got good experience, got a chance to play a fair amount at UTA. And, we felt like he was somebody that had his best basketball in front of him, had a skill set that was unique with his size and ability to handle the basketball, which we value. He's showing an improved ability to shoot the basketball as well. So he's just starting to scratch the surface of what he's capable of, and we're excited about him.
Yeah, you forget sometimes he's a true sophomore. What is his ceiling?
Yeah, I mean, I think Brandon's a guy that has aspirations, as do we, for him to be an all-conference player, and if not this year, certainly in future years. And obviously, a lot of that's tied to team success, and so trying to create that alignment and helping him continue to grow as a player.
What's your favorite part about coaching him? He seems like he's a pretty fun guy, even in the warm-ups and whatnot. He brings a lot of energy and life.
Yeah, he's got a great personality, just a $1 million smile and someone that plays with great passion, and you appreciate that. And he's just fun to be around and easy to coach, and we're excited that we get 2 more years with him.
Seems like the team that escaped some kind of bad news with him leaving the UNC game early. Are you able to tell us what the nature of that injury was, or how lucky he was that it wasn't too serious?
Yeah, that wasn't a new a new injury, so to speak. It's just something that he's been dealing with kind of on a nagging basis when it creeps up. And so at the time in that game, in that moment, you don't always get a lot of clarity at the time with the severity of it, and if you can get out there and move around the way he's needed. But once we were able to check him out, everything checked out well, and obviously came back on Saturday and played a full gamut. So he's full go, and just like most guys, no one's 100% healthy this time of year. There's something going on with most guys.
As you said, maybe sometimes fouls play into this. Maybe different situations play into this, but when the team is forced to play without him, what kind of effect is there on the floor when his presence is just absent?
Well, I mean, I think there's other ways, to score inside, when he's not out there, and some of that's through penetration, some of that's through cutting, and so when he's not in the game and we're not playing through him in the post, those are things that we've been able to exploit, throughout the year, with some different guys to complement the rest of the team that's out there.
One of the guys who stepped up is Sam Logie. Can you just talk about his growth the past couple of weeks and the step up and whatnot?
Yeah, no, Sam's done a great job of continuing to improve, and has built more and more confidence with each week that goes by. He's shooting the ball like we know he's capable of now, and also a guy that has given us some rim protection, some block shots, some activity. He's a very good passer and can create for his teammates, and so that's been great to see, and very much needed depth.